The time has arrived. The college football playoff set to get underway as 12 teams begin that long battle on the road to the national championship. Welcome to Happy Valley, Pennsylvania, and home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. West Shore home field at Beaver Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a playoff team from last year, Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Tulane's offense has the football first here today. Now a brand new step in this season that gets even more intense. A playoff game on a college campus, Kirk. What an environment here. What a special moment for both these teams.
Chris, we're all big fans of what we see in the playoff, especially on these college campuses. Find out how good this team on the road can be. Can they navigate the waters of dealing with not just a great team, but dealing with a hostile environment? It's a lot, but let's see if they can get it done.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Bringing pressure. Pass rush gets home. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so they'll take a timeout. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver. Punting ready to boot it away. And here's the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Let's check out the impact players in this game, Kirk. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coach has told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today. Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. And great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offense.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Breaks into the open. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Here's the second down play. It's a shotgun run call. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Getting set. Here's second down. Looking for a receiver. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. Man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Extending the play now. Breaking free at the 35. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10?
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. Offense choosing to go for it here on 4th down. Handoff to the back. Oh, they stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. The quarterback keeps it on the option.
Yeah, they go with the option, and they didn't fool the defense at all. You know, this defense has worked all week on defending the option and being fundamentally sound. That time, really good job with assignment football. Nowhere to go in a very short game.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
The shotgun handoff here. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Well, I love how the quarterback takes his time on that ride to the back. I thought he might have to pull it out, but he hung on. Gave it to the back, and it paid off for a nice gain.
2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Good enough for 1st down yardage. Nittany Lions come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They make the stop, but the screen pass fools the defense enough to pick up 1st down yardage. Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
He's got it inside the 15. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. QB decides to keep it here. Oh, the spin move. They get him to the ground, but an explosive running play there. After the first play, they're very close to midfield already.
That's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Screen to the receiver in the flat.
Well, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they got a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
And he's got it. No problem.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50+.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Breaks free. Gets to the first and still running. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Following the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 30. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his back. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking deep down the left side. Caught way downfield and still running inside the 20. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Well, the power run is stuffed. Barely makes his way back to the line of scrimmage on that one. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Back to throw again. Looking for the wideout. He had all day back there before throwing the strike. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44. This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. He'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Picks up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a fourth down now. And here comes the punter onto the field. We're going to kick it away for the second time. Punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 15. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play, already over 50 yards here in this first half.
They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48. Quarterback keeps the football. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
Chris, that's another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Sideline route, but is out of bounds before the first down marker. The Nittany Lions come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. He escapes the pocket. And he finds the running back in the flat. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd.
Touchdown, Penn State. This quarterback on fire today. They'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 18 now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. They begin to click now. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pressure is coming. Just trying to get rid of it. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. That's exactly what they did right here.
They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
And looking to throw now on first down. Oh, they trap him for a sack. This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The pocket breaking down. He bought some time, now lets it go. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Catch made over the middle. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Breaks into the clear. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on.
Caught at the 30, still running. Brought down at the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone. This offense shows its explosive ability. One huge play. They're set up just inside the red zone now.
Well, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
It's an out route. The catch made. And finally stop him. That gain is good for a first and goal. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The offense trying to cap a really impressive first half, trying to punch it in here and build on this lead before halftime. And he will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Chris, we're only a few ticks from halftime. It doesn't feel like this thing's already over. Just a first half beatdown to be remembered. This is going to be a fun locker room at halftime.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Return begins inside the 10. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
As a quarterback, you see a one-on-one matchup, but you want to get the ball out to your receiver. Hope he can shake that tackle and get upfield for some good yards. But, man, this corner made a great play after that reception.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Anytime you're playing a linebacker position, you start to see a running back come out of the backfield and widen out. There's a tendency to want to beat him out to the flat and overcommit. This time he cuts back inside and creates a headache for this defense and a nice game.
Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack. Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it second and long. Quarterback drops back. Going to test the secondary. Defense is coming after him. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
There's no one to throw to there on third down. And now it's a fourth down coming up. One team making their way on the field. And the returner is brought down. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. On the run, it's Vaughn. Got the first down and still motoring. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Smith is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football.
The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. On first down, it's play action. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
To the 45. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Penn State.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And the kickoff will be returned. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Punter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on third down? Out of the gun now on third down. Makes the grab. It's Sampson. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Grabbed by the receiver.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Comes up with the catch. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Trying to find room. It's Vaughn. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Makes the grab. Can he get there? And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, if there was any chance of a comeback, that's been put to bed. Great job by this offense, extending the lead, and in my opinion, putting this game away.
And they tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Penn State 42, Tulane 3.
Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. On 1st and 10, look at a throw. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Tough spot here, 2nd and long from the 16. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, and they get him again.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And the receiver's got it. Finding some room at the 25. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Inside the 20. And they finally tackle him down at the 1. Big gain in the pitch and catch. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Wow, moments ago, backed up close to their own end zone. Now threatening with a 1st and goal. Tight end makes the grab. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
call is on 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. And the Nittany Lions will line up on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Didn't expect to lose 4 on the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Oh, he's bringing it back. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. Press coverage now from the secondary. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to scramble now. And the pass ball is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes out. This looks like a pretty obvious call against the defense. So the pass interference in the end zone will cost the defense 15 yards and move the offense closer now into scoring position. So the offense comes up now on 1st down thanks to that costly penalty. 1st down, looking to throw the football. He's running out of time here. And the pass rush finally gets home for a sack.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Contact as he let the ball go. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. They don't want to waste this good field position, but it's 3rd down and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for 6. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
The focus to not only make the catch, but to simultaneously maintain the awareness and body control. A toe tap like that along the side of the end zone, it's poetry in motion.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
42, Tulane, 17.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. The defense drops him for a loss. They went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now.
2nd down coming up.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but
looking for a man deep down the left side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort, but now it's 3rd down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to...
Taking a shot deep down the right side. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. Touchdown, Penn State. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. The offense with some pre-snap motion. It's a quarterback keeper. He gets loose. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Defense swarms him on that first down play. Now they come up 2nd and 15 after the loss. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
I really feel that this quarterback is rattled at this point. He's already been sacked a number of times. I think it's affecting his timing with his receivers.
The receiver makes the catch. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. On to kick now for the 5th time tonight. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. This has been thorough domination through 3 quarters. A real statement confirming their status as a national championship contender. Let's check out the stats so far. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47. They'll run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarter.
Now here he goes. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they...
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
That's another sack. What a job by this defense. Even with this sizable lead here early in the 4th quarter, they are not letting up. They don't even see the score. They're still in that attack mode, and I love to see it.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw to his receiver. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion. 1st and goal for the offense.
1st and goal, Tulane.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Touchdown, Tulane. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, I don't care what era we're talking about in college football. Defending the option when it's really well executed, one of the toughest things that defense can do, and this quarterback deserves a lot of credit. A great feel of when to pull it and when to give it. This time he keeps it himself for the touchdown.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. The tight end's got it on the corner route. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40. There's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looking right, this one caught. Finding space at the 20. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12. And Nittany Lions line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw again. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Pass is caught. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
A lot of times you call a slant, you love to see some big yards after the catch. But when they don't go for many yards after the catch like this, that is a good stop by the defense.
On 4th down, he'll try and run for it. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
Penn State, 56, Tulane, 20.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. 2 backs now flanking the quarterback. Keeping it on the ground here. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard. Running play goes backwards. Makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Quarterback still with the football. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Yeah, the quarterback, to me, looked like his timing and rhythm just off a bit there on this option. Picked up some positive yards, but not able to get out in the open space and get a 1st down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Back-to-back deep shots. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs. The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. The receiver grabs it. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Point after, knocked right through.
Penn State, 63, Tulane.
Turn starts inside the 15. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. Any hopes of staying alive in a playoff depend on making a play, scoring, and scoring quickly here. It's desperation time. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. But the play loses yardage. Very tough 2nd down coming up now.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Short loss on the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Lawrence. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. No fair catch, looking to make a return here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Riding away with a running game. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that 1st and 2nd level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Both out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down. Now it's 3rd and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Dropped for a loss after the catch on 3rd down. Sets up a 4th down now.
Well, obviously you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. But, man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
The pass ball's incomplete. A big 4th down stop for this defense.
Hey, let's face it, this aggressive approach has helped them build the lead that they've had. But what they've done now by not executing and getting this 1st down, they've given the opponent really good field position and a chance to get back in the game.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Timeout called by the defense, their 1st of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He makes the grab. They bring him down quickly, a short pitching catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. Head coach spending a timeout to try to get his defense together. Look out, room to run here. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Green Wave. This offense cannot be stopped.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Here's the first play of the drive. They start at the 28. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receiver.
Looking for a man deep on the right side. Hauls it in outside the 10 and still running. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. A great catch and run for 6.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
And the Tulane offense will take over. 1st and 10.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for a late, deep throw. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Green Wave.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. And I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. First play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. And a big gain on the final play. That is symbolic of this impressive victory for the offense. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.